Hello, Tyler DeWitt here. So we're going to talk about the benefits of the AI overview on search and how you can increase your chances of showing under the AI overview. Just in case if you don't know, the AI overview is the artificial intelligence overview that you see on Google when you search, and it's becoming very, very popular. In fact, it's starting to dominate the search. I mean, anytime someone types in something, they're depending, anymore. Not everybody, but a big majority of people are starting to depend on the AI overview for information. And I've even caught myself doing it. Over time, I've noticed that AI overview has got more and more efficient in providing answers based on the questions the user is asking in Google. And not only that, it's the type of listings that it shows and the type of people that it links to or uses as a reference in the AI overview are authoritative type sites. And as more and more people over time are getting the correct answers through that AI overview, they're starting to trust it more and more and more. They're becoming dependent on it so they don't look elsewhere. So that's why it's important that you show up in that area, because if your brand, your business is showing up in the AI overview, people's going to trust you a lot more. They're going to think, oh, okay, well, this website must know what they're talking about because AI overview listed it, and I always get trusted information from AI overview. That's how people think. Psychologically, that's how they think when they're going through there, and they don't even realize it. They just know that they have found a lot of reliable information through AI, the AI overview, and it's helped them a lot. So psychologically, they become dependent on it, and psychologically, they start to trust it. So whatever is going through there, whatever sites are being listed through that AI overview section on the Google search is more trusted versus the organic listings, they call it, the search engine results that are listed below the AI overview now, where you can just click into one website. If you scroll down, you just find different websites and you go directly into the website. Well, now people are looking at AI overview and they're reading through the AI overview and then they're clicking into the websites. So there's many ways that you can get listed there. Nobody knows how Google works 100%. They kind of, it used to be a lot more easier to read, 15, 20 years ago. But I would tell you, with my 20 years plus experience helping brands and including our own websites rank for highly competitive keywords, and what we see today in the AI overview with our clients is that a lot of them that show up there are authoritative type figures, or they've built their authority up over time. Let's say, for example, like if you're searching anything health related, chances are healthline.com will show up in the AI overview. But healthline.com is a trusted website. So Google knows that. Google knows Healthline's a credible site. It's all the content on there is published by doctors. And there again, just because it's doctors doesn't mean they're always 100% right. But they use that as a source. Healthline.com is a great website. It does provide a lot of good information, but a lot better. It's a lot trusted. Put it this way, healthline.com is way more trusted than a lot of other sites out there. So versus just a general average Joe writing something up. So usually all that type of content gets pushed down to the bottom, doesn't rank well. So Healthline shows up, anytime you're searching something health related, Healthline may show up or something else may show up. And AI overview is smart enough to know how to, only show what's more accurate. And they do that through looking at who's linking at the websites, the relevancy. They're looking to see how relevant the site is. Is this person or is this content answering the searcher's question? The person going into Google and whatever they're typing in question, is AI overview answering that question? Is the content relevant to that question? But not only are they looking at that, they're looking into other, their algorithms are looking into thousands of other aspects out there on that website. And they're looking at who's linking into that website, who that website's linking out to. So that's why it's important that whenever you link out on your website through your content, that you link into high authority websites and try to get links from other high authority websites. And that will help build your trust with the search engines. Now, you'll probably hear different answers on that, but that's what I see, and that's what a lot of us see. You can't just it doesn't really work where you just build a website and then you just start publishing content. It takes some time. It takes some time to build your trust up. But as Google starts to see that your content's reliable, it's unique, it's not duplicated, you're not copying content from everywhere, You're linking out to high quality sites, and you're providing really high valued content. And then eventually you get people that's linking to you, or your content seems to be showing up everywhere online, through social networks, on other websites. You start to become authority in that space. So that's when AI Overview says, hey, look, this website is trusted. I want to go ahead and present this, reference this site as I'm answering the question. So that's pretty much how it works. And there's not really like any, you can't just, it's not really like a, magic trick to it or whatever to get listed there overnight. It's really, Google's pretty smart nowadays. 15 years ago, there was ways of, manipulating the search engine and getting websites to rank quite highly. There was all kinds of little tricks out there that people used to do. But it's changed a lot. Google knows. Google's smart enough, and their bots are consistently crawling the web, looking for information, seeing where all your, who's linking to you, who you're linking to, and everything else. So it just takes a lot of consistent effort of creating high quality content. And one thing, on a final note, I want to say, one thing to keep in mind is that question-based searches on Google are on the rise. So people on Google don't go to Google and type in like, personal trainer. They're typing in, where can I find the best personal trainer in Los Angeles? You know what I mean? They're a lot more sophisticated in their search nowadays. Question-based searches are like just, taking off like a rocket. So it's important that you can answer those questions. And as I've mentioned in my previous videos, when you bring that relevancy to the consumer, to the person that's searching, they want to talk to you. And that's what they're looking for. And you got to remember their intent. When they're on Google, they're in a high intent mode. So if you have any questions, feel free to comment. Thank you.